Disclaimer, the links in the description are links to the source material and reference links to articles to help my points. Please do not go to harass this person, as I do not support lynch mobs or witch hunts. Hey guys, this is my first rant video. Normally I don't do these kinds of videos, but after watching this local business owner go full stupid on his business's Facebook page during a global pandemic, well, I just needed to break down the stupid this man spews. So, most of you are wondering, what the hell am I talking about? Well, if you know me, I live on the east coast of Canada. A diner in Nova Scotia called Hella's Family Restaurant has an owner that is using his Facebook page as a depository for COVID-19 misinformation and conspiracy theories. He's poked fun at our Premier and Chief Medical Officer to protest the actions of limiting the spread of COVID-19. Back in February, John was fined for breaking public health protocol. He was not wearing a mask in a public setting. For context, all shops and restaurants were open during this time, but only allowed limited patrons as well as mandatory mask wearing. John was caught not wearing a mask during this time, and he received a $1,000 fine. So after John was fined, he tried to fight it in court. He had a court hearing back in April, and to no one's surprise, lost it. So he was forced to pay the $1,000 fine. However, if you go on to his business's Facebook page, again, Hella's Restaurant, you will see he shares all kind of videos and articles that spread further misinformation about the pandemic, and videos he creates with his phone while driving his car on a highway going more than the posted speed limit. But we'll get into that later. Let's take a look at some of the videos he's posted so far. Well, let's start with the one that I'm going to be talking about.
Hi everybody, John G here, videoing from beautiful Lunenburg County. Everything is terrific in my world. As many of you heard, I got a ticket today for walking my dog on Siddle Hill and talk to some people.
Wait a sec, walking your dog? No, that was a lie. You were going to attend an anti-mask rally and protest the COVID restrictions. There was a protest the weekend before on Siddle Hill, protesting the lockdown and the mask wearing. Just be honest and say you're going to the protest. You don't have to drag your poor dog into this.
Sure. So to my supporters, you all remember 5 months ago when I got that ticket at Hella's when my mask fell off. Well, you remember that I set the whole thing up to test the justice system.
Oh yeah, that fine you had to pay? You were so bored that you needed to test the legal system? Did you risk your staff, customers, and yourself just to test the legal system? Man, if you take these current issues so loosely, I wonder how your kitchen is run. Do you not make your cooks wash their hands after they use the bathroom? Or do you not clean the kitchen? Or do you not follow basic food safety service laws? Yeah, seeing as how you are not taking this seriously makes me glad I didn't try your restaurant.
So I did have my day in court, April the 28th, and, guilty. My defense held no water. I wasn't entitled to fresh air. I wasn't entitled to my human rights. Misinformation about masks. It went on and on. But it proved to me again that the justice system is tainted.
Wait, you were fined $1,000. You were not placed under house arrest. For anyone confused, when you are fined for breaking the Public Safety Act, you are not placed under arrest. You are given a ticket. In fact, even during the lockdowns, you were still allowed to go outside and get fresh air and physical activity. In the current lockdown placed in early May, you can still go outside. You just can't leave your home area unless you have a good reason, like a doctor's appointment, work, or training. You still have freedoms, but these lockdowns were put in place because in less than 3 days, our COVID numbers went up to over 1,000 new cases, and people were not adhering to the current public health safety order. People like you, John.
So today we had the world-wide rally, and here in HRM, I guess of all places in the whole wide world, there was injunctions and information out there to keep people away from coming out and exercising their freedoms.
No, John, this was not a worldwide event. It was only localized in Halifax. The injunctions against this gathering were in response to the demonstration last weekend, where other members were not fined due to them abiding by the health safety order rules. at the time. Some members were fined for not wearing a mask or social distancing, and that is why the next rally had an injunction placed on it, to further protect people from you.
So today I'm going to show you how I will null and void the ticket that I got today. So today was another setup. If you were there earlier, you would have seen that I provoked the police to put the handcuffs on me, to arrest me, to give me a ticket, okay, so I could test this loophole that I found out about 2 months ago, which was too late for me to use on the first ticket. Okay, so I found out about this in March, and somebody confirmed that to me earlier this evening. So
you did another setup to test the system? Why? For someone who claims to be struggling to keep the doors open on Facebook in some of your posts, you sure do love trying to see how much you want to get away with. But wait, you want to show us a loophole? You want to try and show people a loophole to get out of a ticket when you violate public health orders? Alright, let's see where this is going. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
And remember, tickets last year were 1,000. Now they're 2,000. They could be 5,000 in August or September for just going outside and cutting wind. Okay,
Yeah, the fines were increased from $1,000 to $2,000 because people like you were violating health safety orders and spreading the virus. Seriously, are you really this stupid? Also, no, you would not be fined for going outside and passing wind. You're getting fined for spreading a deadly virus, not because you had beans for dinner.
I don't know. So here, I'm going to show you what I've done. And this process has to be sent and received by the court within 72 hours. Okay, so I guess my date being a weekend, I don't know, but I'm going to be sending mine with registered mail tomorrow, Sunday. So they receive this, okay, within 72 hours.
Wait, if you need to do this within 72 hours, and you are mailing this out on a weekend, why not send it rush or priority mail? I mean, are you that cheap? Not only that, but you're mailing a letter on a weekend? Mailbox collection doesn't happen until Monday, and the letters need to be sorted and assigned to a route. Are we talking 72 business hours or 72 hours in general? Because there is a difference between the two. And with the pandemic going on and slowdowns with mail service, I'll be surprised if your letter gets to where they need to go within the 72 hours, especially when you were ticketed on a Saturday.
And show you, I'm not sure if you can see this from this angle. So this is the original ticket, which I haven't done nothing yet, okay, but I made copies to show you. Okay, that's the original ticket. Okay, so there'll be 2 copies going out. This copy here is for the provincial court, okay, and as you can see, I think you can see it from here, there's 3 lines of text there, okay, and you have to use different pens. As you can see, there's the black, the blue, and the red pen, okay, so we're going to test this loophole.
Hey, can I ask a legitimate question here? What is with these conspiracy theories and loopholes and the colored ink you use? Like, why should it matter what color ink you write your protest on your ticket? Do law offices and the police put priority on what pen is used? Oh, wait, we can't follow up on this ticket. He wrote in green ink over the amount. But wait, there's more.
And show you, I'm not sure if you can see this from this angle. So this is the original ticket, which I haven't done nothing yet, okay, but I made copies to show you. Okay, that's the original ticket. Okay, so there'll be 2 copies going out. This copy here is for the provincial court, okay, and as you can see, I think you can see it from here, there's 3 lines of text there, okay, and you have to use different pens. As you can see, there's the black, the blue, and the red pen, okay, so we're going to test this loophole this week. Okay, so what I've written here is rescission, okay, in black block letters, okay, RECISION, okay, and then below that in red, I put in the date that I received the ticket, which is today, May the 15th, 2021, okay, and then below that, in block letters in in blue ink, my full name as it appeared on the ticket, okay? So this copy is going to be going to provincial court, okay? And there's my pens. I already bought them yesterday, actually, because I was hoping, the arrest was going to happen. And like I said, now we're going to prove this theory. I think $2,000 is not a lot to sacrifice to find this. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is the copy that's going to be going to the police officer that issued me the ticket. Okay, there's the name of the officer, and there's their copy. They'll get the photocopy, and the court will get the original. And again, in black letters, in block letters, REC ISION, and then below that, the date that the ticket was issued, May the 15th, 2021. And then below that, my name in blue ink, in block letters. So this is going out in the mail tomorrow. Now there's a chance I will receive a letter back from them within the next 2 weeks. If I do receive a letter, okay, what I'm going to write on the letter is return to sender. Do not open it all, okay? Write with one of the pens, don't matter, use the blue one. Return to sender, drop it into the mailbox, and it should be done, right? So
wait, you send the ticket back to the police officer and the court, and you put the word rescission on it? No, that's not how it works. And wait, if you get a reply from either party, you are going to put return to sender on it and send it back? All right, let's break this bullshit down. Rescission is a legal term that means to revoke or cancel a contract, or to repeal a law. This would not and should not work, as you are not canceling a contract or repealing a law. You have been issued a fine for breaking the law, but that would be the least of your worries. See, here in Nova Scotia, if you try to ignore your ticket or fine that was issued by a police officer, a judge who is presiding over your case can issue a warrant for your arrest. So let me put it to you this way. When you get a ticket in Nova Scotia, you have a legal obligation to contest the charges or fines in a court of law in front of a judge. Oftentimes, if you go to court and defend yourself and the fines are upheld, as in the case of John here with his last fine, the only charge he had to pay was the $1,000 fine from his first offense. Now say the officer in the court gets his letter. They would send him a letter with his court date and information or try to contact him. If they do not hear from him within the 15 days of the letter being sent to John, and he sends it back with a return to sender on it, the court can issue an arrest warrant, and when he is arrested and brought before the judge, John would have to pay the court fees on top of the $2,000 fine. Is this really worth it, just, as you say, test the justice system?
I will know within the next 2 weeks if this is thrown out like a lot of them should be. So yeah, this is John G saying, God bless us all. And do your research and stay alert. Good night, everybody. Love yous all. Bye.
Quite ironic you say do your research when your business's Facebook page is every conspiracy theorist's wet dream come true. So many of the articles were flagged as false information. I'm surprised you still have a platform, to be honest. But John, on many occasions, likes to make videos as well. And if the police got a look at his videos on Facebook, well, they can hit him for dangerous and distracted driving. See, here in Nova Scotia, we have a zero-tolerance law for distracted driving. You are never allowed to have a cell phone in your hand when you're driving. Yet on a few of his posts, he is operating a camera while driving.
Oh, by the way, I'm using a GoPro. It's a little camera.
No, that's not a GoPro camera, dude. That's your cell phone. GoPro cameras don't have a vertical camera recording. But either way, you're operating a camera while you're driving. It's illegal here in Nova Scotia.
Hi, everybody. This is John G here. It's Tuesday afternoon, 12:30 in the afternoon, lunchtime. This is Vernon's diner here on Hammonds Plains. Known Vernon for over 25, 30 years. It's lunchtime. I don't see any cars here for takeout, but he's open. You know what? I feel sorry for his employees. My heart goes out to them because I'm sure he had a staff of at least 60. But there's no sales here. There's no money. How can he hire people if you got no sales to pay the bills, your salaries, your operating costs, even profit? Yeah, Capital Health. They don't give a poop of what's going on about the people. Anyway, gotta head home.
You mean the subsidies and funding much smaller businesses got during the pandemic and can still collect to pay for your employees and operating costs during the shutdowns and low sales volume? I mean, I'm sure you, as a business owner, would have taken in many of these grants to pay your staff and expenses. Or did you pocket the money and cry poverty?
I fight authority! I fight authority! I'm not obedient! I don't bend over for the vaccine, for the poison!
I mean, if you want to record yourself bragging about how you're doing 140 kilometers an hour in a 100 kilometer zone while blasting music and using your phone, then that's your problem, especially when your business goes under. But as you look further into the Facebook page of Hella's restaurant, his family restaurant, by the way, well, he is bringing that legacy down. At a time where supporting local small businesses would be paramount, this man is single-handedly destroying his family business. And when Hella's does close down, it will be because the owner is acting like a self-entitled twat.
And population control. There's too many... Yeah, it's for the purpose of sterilization and population control. There's too many people on the planet we need to get rid of. In the words of Bill Gates, at least 3 billion people need to die. So we'll just start off in Africa. We'll start doing our research there, and we'll eliminate most of the Africans because they're deplorable. They're worthless. They're not part of this world economy. So they have their rights taken away, and they're...
This man is spreading misinformation and is putting people at risk, all while calling politicians childish names while running his family business into the ground. This pandemic has hit all of us in some way, shape, or form. We have lost loved ones, friends, and we have to deal with lockdowns and a prolonged state of emergency due to people like this guy who openly breaks public safety rules and blames others for his failures. I hope we can get over this pandemic soon and learn from this. And stay safe. So, as I was writing my script for this and was about to do my voiceover for this particular video, I found that he posted another video. He just got hit with another fine for not wearing a mask. So, let's break down his bullshittery, shall we?
Okay, so hey, John G here. Video from downtown Lower Sackville. Just want to let my followers know that I received another ticket today. Another ticket. I was at the liquor store going down to pick up some product.
You know, it does not surprise me this happened at a liquor store. And wait, picking up product? So wait, last I checked, Hella's was not licensed to sell beer or alcohol. Were you buying for yourself? Were you getting weed? Because cannabis is legal in Canada and is sold in the Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation stores across the province. I'm just going to reduce it down to NSLC, by the way, so... Anytime I say NSLC, it's Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation. Just FYI. Just say you're getting beer or some weed. No need to be shy about it.
And as I was walking up the ramp there, my bandana fell off of my nose there. And I just continued going to one of the cashiers there. And one of the cashiers started yelling at me that I wasn't going to be served unless my mask went up. And I said, "Excuse me."
So, due to the Health and Safety Act that is in place, due to customer and public safety, business owners and employees do have the right to refuse service to a customer that's not wearing their masks or not wearing them properly. Plus, as I'm looking at you, a bandana is not an acceptable face cover according to the health and safety guidelines. You need to be wearing a reusable cloth mask or a medical grade mask. It's not that hard, dude.
I said, "Who are you, the health police?" No, you put your mask on, you're going to have to leave. I said, "No, I want some product. That's what I got here. Please serve me." And a verbal exchange occurred, and I asked for the manager. The manager came down. I asked him his name and his ID number. He gave me his first name, but wouldn't give me his last name. He wouldn't give me his ID number.
Okay, Karen, when you ask for a manager and your issue is escalated, the managers are not required to give you a last name or ID number because it's none of your business. Managers do not have to give you their last name or ID numbers or an employee ID number as it's private information. Even if you were to get it and contact the head office for the NSLC, the manager of that store, because they sell a controlled substance and had the police called, would have had to send a report to their head office regarding the incident. Also, here in Nova Scotia, the liquor stores are all run by the government. That cashier that quote-unquote yelled at you is technically a provincial government employee, meaning they have to follow the Health and Safety Act very closely. Because again, we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and we want to limit and eliminate the spread of a virus that put millions of people into the grave and many more in hospital under a medical-induced coma to help the body fight it off.
I wasn't able to get that. I met with the RCMP officers, obviously, outside. Had a nice, cordial conversation with one of them.
I somehow doubt you had a cordial conversation with the police, but go on.
The other officer was taking all the information and writing up the ticket. The ticket is for $2,400. That's great. I just mailed my other one this morning. I'll mail this one tomorrow back to the court. Rescission, that I don't accept it. Null and void. All good for me. I'm just telling you folks,
So, 3 things here. Firstly, he just mailed in the letter he got over the weekend because he was charged on Saturday and said he needed 72 hours to start the process. That means he might not have gotten his letter to the court within the 72 hours. Secondly, notice how the second fine was for $2,400? Yeah, here in Nova Scotia, fines for not obeying the Health and Safety Act went up earlier this month because people were getting complacent about the virus and disobeying the Health and Safety Act. These fines were brought into effect during the summer of 2020 because people would not respect and follow the guidelines set out by public health and our premier. Thirdly, that's not how that works. If you want to contest your tickets, you need to do so in a court of law. You can't just write rescission on it and send it in. You need a lawyer and legal counsel to represent you and make sure the ticket gets voided. You can't just say, I don't agree with this ticket, therefore I don't want to pay it, and therefore I'm voiding it of my own volition. No, that's not how that works. If you do not contest the ticket in court or pay the fine, and you try to ignore any attempt for the court to contact you, the court will issue a warrant for your arrest, and you will be placed under arrest and taken to jail. And then you'll really have your civil liberties taken away because you broke the law.
What more can I say, folks? All I can say is these people that are wearing masks, wearing gloves, getting vaccines all over their body, they're the ones that are causing all this hardship for all these people, being so anal, listening to Dr. Quack and the ugly ducklings. And then we got the tall, thin guy wearing the man's suit there saying that he's going to do whatever it takes to wipe out these cases.
Yeah, paying a fine sucks, but in many cases, the fines are a better alternative over jail time. Because if you go to jail, you will have to close your business, lay off your staff, and you'll have a criminal record on file that may limit you from future business or job ventures. Also, yeah, wearing a mask is not a make or break thing. Seriously, it's the simplest thing you can do to help save lives. And I would rather wear a mask for 10, 15, 30 minutes when I'm out shopping than 6+ months in a hospital, hooked up to life support, unable to breathe, go outside, and in some cases having to be put into a medical coma to help my body fight the virus while nurses tend to my every need as I will be unable to do anything for myself. John, real question here. Real question. John, you listening? Are you fucking stupid? You are trying to shift the blame to people who are following the Health and Safety Act for your actions. You got 3 fines for violating the Health and Safety Act. You broke the law 3 times. You are crying foul when you got caught. You spent much of this pandemic insulting a licensed doctor, by the way, who is trying to limit the spread of a global pandemic. You are probably going to end up in jail because you broke the law, and all for what? No, seriously, all for what? Your business is probably going to tank, and I'm already seeing you close by 2 p.m. because you think, oh, takeout is worthless. Yet other eateries are doing fine with takeout orders. You cry foul when you get caught being an idiot and called out on Facebook. Yeah, totally worth it.
Can somebody please tell me what a case is? Please. This is going to go on for months.
Sure, John, I can tell you what a case is, because you can't seem to understand simple things. A case is anyone that has been confirmed in having the virus, be it symptomatic or asymptomatic, in a hospital, under quarantine, self-isolating, recovering, or recovered. Each case is logged as either being active or recovered, and each is kept tracked by the Department of Health. So when our Premier Ian Rankin and Dr. Strang have their meetings, they know how many cases are in the province, how many are active, and how many people recovered, and how many are in hospital and what areas are affected. For someone telling people to do their research, you sure do a piss poor job of that.
Please, wake up everybody. John G. signing out. I think I'm finished.
Hey John, how about you wake up and take this pandemic seriously? And I hope you are finished. We don't need people like you ruining this pandemic for us. So yeah, we have a racist, xenophobic, conspiracy theorist moron trying to do what he can to skirt around the legal system, and as well, he gives most Karens a run for their money. But there's more! One final update before I wrap things up. While working on this, John put out a statement that he was going to sue the Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation for violating his human rights. Way to go, dumbass. The description in his latest video reads as such. Hi everyone, good news. I got a ticket today at the NSLC in Downsfield Plaza. Karen behind the counter yelled at me because my face covering dipped below the bottom lip life. I think you meant bottom lip, but okay. She told me many times that she would refuse me service. I asked for the manager. We had a cordial conversation. That's doubtful. I wasn't satisfied with the outcome. I requested they call law enforcement and I waited till they arrived. A ticket was issued. I have my pens and envelopes ready. I am not here to cause hardship to anyone. Bullshit. But considering the garbage that has been slung my way, really, the garbage that you're spouting, I did start a complaint against the 2 employees. And I will file a human rights violation against the NSLC and the 2 employees. Yeah, good luck with that. I forgot to turn my phone around and the audio says it all. Enjoy the show. Really? Yeah, good luck with that one, buddy. Yeah, like I said, good luck with that. Your human rights were not violated. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Your human rights were not violated. The NSLC has the right to refuse service of a controlled substance under the Health and Safety Act, as they have further rights to refuse service, and taking the NSLC to court while you're openly disregarding the legal system is probably not a good thing. Because, the NSLC does have the right to refuse drunk people and stoned people access to alcohol and marijuana for that reason. Also, he has posted a video of an anti-vaxxer claiming to be a doctor telling people not to get vaccinated. Wow. I just can't continue with this guy. Anyways, I'll be back to more Let's Play videos. So far, I'm enjoying my first playthrough of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and I'm still doing recordings for Breath of Fire 2. I need to redo my recordings as I was not happy with the scripted way of doing the voiceover. Thank you for watching. If you like what I do, like and subscribe and ring the bell to be notified. If you want to support my work, you can donate to my Patreon with the link in the description. I hope to have more videos for you all. Have a great day.